How are you, handsome?
Good. You're stretching the imagination.
No, come
just
on.
had another birthday, so
Come on.
I don't feel as handsome as you. You look very good.
Tell me about the day of George Moore. What happens in your day from morning to night?
Well, I have different days, but I try at my age to always exercise first. Even if I exercise later, I walk or go to the gym. Usually go to the gym at about 6 o'clock. I like to get that out of the way.
Okay.
When I'm in Wellington, I do quite a bit of riding and teaching, and then I watch all the horses during the circuit as chef to keep. That's my obligation to know the horses and riders. And if I'm in Europe, that's a little different. I'll often look at horses, or when I go to the Super League, I don't go to many horse shows, but I always go to the Super League shows. That's usually also quite an early day. I like watching at the Super League. I like to watch the horses in and out of the stable and working on the flat, and I like to be very hands-on in that position. I don't like listening. I like watching.
What do you do in your spare time other than horses?
Well, I'm a very bad boy.
You are? You're a very bad boy?
I always was, and I always will be.
I think that's your
appeal. Don't
appeal.
please the spots on the leopard.
So tell me about the event tonight, the NARG.
Well, I haven't. I've been this fall. I was giving a lot of clinics, and then I went to Australia and South Africa. So I've been away a great deal, and I'm not very, very current. I've talked to some of the leaders of it, and it sounds like a very good idea. This organization made up of professionals. Professional horsemen always should call the shots, simply because they're the experts. If you go to a doctor, the doctor calls it. You don't call the shots. The doctor calls the shots. If I go to my accountant or lawyer, they advise me what should happen. It's exactly the same with horse people. It's the professional that calls the shots because they're the experts. Amateurs and wannabes and people that there's a difference between I know, they think they know. There's a difference.
You are so revered and you are an icon in this industry. What would you like to see changed? People will listen to you, and surely there are some things that need to be changed. People have drawn attention to safety concerns. What do you think needs to change?
What's happened in this country, we've lowered our standards. If other people and other nations and nationalities encroach on us, it is because we've let ourselves down. We have the greatest tradition of horsemanship, one of the greatest in the world, with the Germans, with the English, with the French, with the Italians. We're of that league and have really been for a century. We have a great tradition we love our horses. They used to, when I was on the team with Burton and Emmethy, we'd go to Wiesbaden and those shows. We get spectator appeal at the tack room. Our horses look better. They're braided. They're groomed beautifully. The tack room is beautiful. You know, our tradition of horse management, our tradition of riding going way back to Fort Riley, Bill Steinkraus, you know, our tradition, Cappy Smith, the greats of old, our tradition of horsemanship and riding and training is second to none. We've let ourselves down, in a sense, lowering our standards. We had the great Madison Square Garden was considered the greatest show in the world indoors. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We've got to pull ourselves up and go back to, in every department, in stable management, in horse selection, in riding, in horse show management. We have to do what we always have done, but do it as well as we can. That's the best defense is a great offense, and that we've cut ourselves short. I'm a very big stickler to standards.
For young riders who are coming up, they look to you for advice. What's the one piece of advice you could give to any rider right now? Wanting to be successful in this business, wanting to go the limits, to go to the Olympics.
I gave up my life for the sport. Yes, I've had I've had vacations, I've had fun, I've had as much fun as anybody. I've been on trips, I've gone to New York City, but I gave up my life to get to the top. That's what people don't understand. You watch Beasley Madden, you watch McLean, you watch Ludger Beerbaum, you watch Rodrigo, you watch Meredith. Those people are in it, they're hustling 8 days a week. That's what a lot of young people in this country, the culture got soft. There's a sense of entitlement. There was a lot of money. I don't know if there will be in the future, but it got overindulged. It got too soft. They have to be more aggressive in ambition.
If you didn't go into horses, what do you think you would have done?
Whatever my passion. Your passion gives you the drive. You have to have passion to give you ambition and drive. I'm a driven person, so whatever my real passion, I tried acting, it wasn't my real passion, but whatever my real passion told me, I would have been successful because I'm very driven.
One last question for you. Was there a moment growing up where you knew exactly what you wanted to do? You said you tried acting, but there must have been a turning point in your life.
I've always been a horseman since I was 2. I was born looking out the car window, horse. It was in me. It wasn't my parents' passion, my sisters or brother. I wasn't from a particularly horsey family. It was something I was born with, horse. And you have to have that to go to the top, that horse passion.
You're awesome. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Very sweet girl.